So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action here on first down. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to...
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brown. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off play action. Brown. This is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. 25 yards that time.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On the move to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Brown. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. There he goes, left side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, 67 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and is just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He has Hyatt over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 14-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Off play action. Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They run the option on second down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Minnesota.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
85 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the 34-yard line.
Brown looking to throw on second down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake. Brown. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Brown. Going to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Today, Woo on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
122 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Brown now on 1st down. And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Let's go, let's go.
Robinson, the motion man right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now Brown, a final shot before break.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
To throw on 2nd down. Brown. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Brown. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. They'll let Hamler try and run it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that. And it's caught.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 18.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brown from the gun on 3rd down. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Cam Akers.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie us at 24.
Set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown!
Jalen Hyatt
Taking it in. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brown. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Shreds the tackle. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Brown. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading. Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll find Osborne here. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings!
K.J. Osborne.
36 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
79 Bronco.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. We'll get this out to Barkley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Brown.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They go play action here on 1st down.
This is caught by Addison.
And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think
and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
they decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. This is down the field for Bellinger. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw again. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our